Ah, yes, here we are again. And we have arrived in Whiterun.
Divine. Hello again, friend.
In the dead of night.
You already
yes,
know all that
oh
I know.
My, well, indeed. We have been learning the art
Take
of
care,
one-handed battle from man Amren here, former mercenary himself, and apparently we have surpassed his knowledge due to our
Got something for just about everybody in here.
endless
Give a holler if you have any
stream of
questions.
battles with bandits and, of course, wolves, etc. on the road here.
Watch what you're doing.
Well, I'm sorry.
Hello, friend. In the
Yes,
market for
what
some
have I
hunting
done?
supplies?
Well, I'm in the market
What
to
are you
sell
hunting?
you.
Never mind. I don't want
Well,
to know.
you don't want to know. I'm hunting dragons, in fact, and I don't want to know that either. Yes, let us see if he has any interesting enchantments we can learn here. We are not in the market for weapons ourselves to use, but we are in the market to disenchant and learn as becoming quite skilled enchanters as a byproduct of becoming a professional artisan in the ancient replicas varieties. Yeah, let's just see that. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. We also, well, here we are. There is a scarcity of steel because of the war going on. So what we are doing here is we're purchasing a bit of basic steel items that we can melt down in this smelter and repurpose for our replicas. Yeah, Blackwater blade. This is we can transform a mere steel sword into a nameless light or other famous weapons of yore. So, shall I peruse the stock a bit more, perhaps, and perhaps buy a battle axe or two to melt down the steel short sword will do for now, but let's just see. We need 400, 7 carry the 3. Anyway, yes, we must purchase a bit more equipment here so that we can do an even trade for one of our exquisite replicas. For the thing is, the man Belethor that we just passed by as we entered town, whose shop is, of course, only open during the day. Well, it's a bit of a competitive atmosphere with poor Enrid, whatever his name is, well, his is a 24-hour establishment here. It is a hunting lodge for the weary traveler who may come at any hour of the day, of course. So, well, Berethor had cornered the market on these exquisite replicas, charging an arm and a leg literally for them.
Thank you very much for your business.
Well, and then we saw how easy it was to craft them and how easy it was to mark the price up several thousand gold pieces, in fact. So
we sell bows,
entered the
arrows, and
business
ale.
now.
A unique combination,
Here in the
to be
hunting
sure.
lodge, he is glad to have a few of these items just in case, just so that Belethor does not have the exclusivity that he had prior to our arrival in Whiterun.
So what can I get you?
Tip the economy
Bows and arrows
of
for
the,
the mighty huntsman.
of the town here in his favor here, so we are a prized customer. And of course, Belethor bears us no ill will, for we give him an endless supply of these replicas himself. He cannot even keep up with our production.
Farewell.
And there's an endless demand for them, apparently, as they are, well, becoming more and more popular.
If you have
every
need of
day.
hunting supplies, then you've come to the right place.
Ah, yes, my man.
Hello, friend.
Yes. Hello, my friend. Yes, a fellow mercenary as well. Well, he's retired because he
Good
has
to
a
see you.
family now, but he has taught us everything he knows in
I
a
can tell
literal
you're no
sense
stranger to
here.
the wilds. I'm sure we can meet your hunting needs.
Oh, yes, well, your catchphrase is a bit tedious as I am here merely to unwind, and of course we did meet Janasa herself in this establishment previously, so it was a home away from home for her, as it were. So we enjoy the atmosphere, the warmth, and the cooking spit that, of course, anyone is free to use for their
Good to see you again,
recently
Frank.
slain. Ah, yes.
You tried mercenary work? It might suit you.
Well, you know I have tried mercenary work. Amarin is a bit too much to drink. He does
I'll be
not
happy
even
to assist you
recognize
if
me
you'd
with
like
the
to
hood
purchase
on and
something.
the cloak, as it were. So he's retiring for the night to get back to his family and not cause a commotion, as it were. But we have no such obligation. Our only obligation is to, well, rid the world of dragons when there's another story for another day, I hope. At any rate, let us stretch our legs a little bit and walk around ourselves, I think. What say you, my dears? Shall we breathe in the fresh night air? Oh my, very beautiful. Very beautiful indeed. I'm glad we have stepped outside to witness that sight. Alright, let us see. Ah, yes, the Khajiit are here. I knew they were on schedule today. Ah, yes, they have just set up a camp. Yes, here we are, my dear friends.
Warm sight.
Here we are, yes, fellow.
How may this one serve?
Outdoor salesmen, as it were, yes.
Take a look.
Traveling as well. We attempted to set up a camp, and we do have a camp actually on the side of the road right behind here, but it is not quite as lucrative as the Khajiit. Of course, they have a reputation and a clientele, and we are merely a wholesaler, as it were, attempting to get into the retail trade, but struggling a bit, so we shall perhaps stick to wholesale, but we shall leave the camp there just in case as sort of a home base, and we are here, so no one will bother it. We have magically sealed everything, and quite deadly. It'll send them shooting into the air 5,000 feet and coming down, and well, it's not quite pleasant for them, so no one shall mess with our stuff, as it were, in the common vernacular. Oh, moon sugar, very, very nice. We shall. Well, we are not taking enough for ourselves necessarily. Help us sleep a bit or regain our stamina, as it were, for the day. Balance us out. Yes. At any rate, shall stock up on supplies here. Well, it's a bit of a tedious work being a traveling merchant and a craftsman, but this is very pleasant dealing with all these friendly individuals. Of course, a salesperson has to be very outgoing, like Bellator. It's a bit crude, of course, but this is, sizing up his clientele. They enjoy the body type of a humor. But Rasad here a bit more cultured, actually, surprisingly. You would think that they would be a bit more wild, of course, but they are quite intelligent creatures. Possibly the most intelligent of all the salespeople that we have had to deal with here. They have seen the world, and they have traveled, and they have gained quite a bit of knowledge along the way, and use their wisdom to escape, of course, many a dangerous situation that these city dwellers do not necessarily face, at least not on a day-to-day basis as these do. So they are more of a people, if you can call them that. I think we can. After my own heart, as it were, yes. Well, we call them people if they choose to. They perhaps like to be called feline.
May your road lead you
going to be the
warm
one
sights.
to ask them to clarify that particular thing. At any rate, we shall camp here for the night. See, we have backed onto their campsite. We are part of the shopping center, as it were, here. A bit of an outdoor mall or something. And, well, not the type of mall that bashes your brain in, at any rate, but the other type. At any rate, let us see what we can do with all of our new equipment here. We can make several enchantments. The Death's Door is very, very complicated enchantment. That is the thing. We are supplying these stores with enchantments they've never even heard of here. Well, perhaps we shall do a bit basic ones as well, for some people don't. Yes, perhaps we shall just do the basic frost or fire damage. But we don't actually want amateurs using these, shifting the earth with their, as they do battle with their friends, recreating ancient battles. It would be quite disastrous, perhaps, and taking them to death's door. Well, This does keep them alive, so that would be very nice for a party game of some sort. You take them to death's door and then merely give them a bit of healing after that and have a good laugh or something. That could be very, very, very fun for some type of, as it were, gag gift, as they call them. The death's door. Yes, that is very, very... It's completely safe. 1 HP and a dream, we shall call that one, yes, well. Perhaps not today. Perhaps we shall stick to the basics. It's a bit much of a sales pitch to explain that, and it might take a while to saturate the market with that type of knowledge. For now, lingering fire. This is an excellent prank as well, as you light them on fire and then they pour the water and it won't go out for a few minutes. Well, of course it won't kill them. We are putting the... Well, a basic light enchantment. No, we don't want to waste our heavy gems on this at any rate. And, well, we don't want to create a dangerous situation for the children or whoever is playing around with this type of thing. But this shall create quite a hilarious result as they are unable to roll on the ground and stomp the flames out for several minutes at a time. This is quite amusing. I do wish to see this in action myself, to be honest. Let us see. We shall not bother renaming these ourselves as a bit of a mass production we must do. It is the dead of night, of course. But this is the best time. The moonlight helping with the enchantments, of course, and the waves of energy flowing through the Blackwater Blade. Let's just make a different enchantment for this one. Ah, the piercing black ice. Yes, well, that is a good one as well. A bit more visually stimulating than the normal icy bluish hue. So here the Blackwater Blade with the black ice. Very nice gimmick for the easy to remember gimmick, of course, for the salespeople to be drawing the customer's attention to there. The black ice water blade, or whatever they can call it. Well, here we are. We can make a ring as well. Well, perhaps we shall use this one ourselves here. Can we fortify our destruction, perhaps? No, we shall sell this, a fiery ring for a fiery person. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. The fire might ring with the fire enchantment. Yes, they've never seen this type of thing in the shop here. Oh, yes, we are raising the level of their stock as every day here. Hopefully they sell the old versions before these new ones come in, because they shan't be able to sell those. These shall be so much superior to them. Yes, here we are. What else can we do here? Silver ruby. Yes, what can we do here? Fortify. Destruction. Illusion. Or magicka. Restoration. Only 1% is not the most powerful ring, but it's a bit of a knick-knack, a little gift for someone or something. Alright, let us see what else we can do here. I'm quite enjoying the enchantment aspect of this now. Well, I'm sorry you are bored, my ladies, but you are watching and not actually processing the energies flowing through me and not... Oh my. Well, what a night. That was very exciting indeed. I must take a rest now. Alright, I shall see you in the morning, my dears. Thank you for standing guard, but you may take a rest as it is magically sealed here. We shall not be bothered. Ah, yes. Beautiful morning here. Everything is so the earth here is so haphazard here. I should have found a flatter spot for this. At any rate, let us see if we can do a bit of morning salesman. Perhaps there are some people on the way to the city, on their way to work or something. And see if we can sell a few of our exquisite replicas for sale. Replicas. We have fiery rings for sale. Fiery rings for sale. We have black ice water blades here. Yes, a brand new enchantment never seen before in Skyrim. Black ice on a black water blade. Yes, the perfect combo for your perfect gift-giving needs. Yes, we have black ice. Oh my god, yes. Yes, I am a bit tired of it already myself, my dears. Who am I even yelling to? The roads are deserted. Everyone is afraid of traveling due to the war. We don't even see soldiers since the skirmishes are at a standstill, but they could erupt at any moment here. It's not a good time. That is why everyone is holed up in the cities there and merely leave at the entrance and run to the carriage and do not even make it out to this part of the road here. Oh my, well, at any rate, let us try again. Replicas for perhaps someone from the entrance shall hear us over the Khajiit and come through their camp. Replicas for replicas. Oh my, well, I thought that was an explosion. It's merely the sun peeking through. Replicas for sale. Replicas. We have the fiery nameless light. Light your friends on fire. It is not that dangerous. It's just singe them a bit and well, laugh as they cannot put themselves out. It's a very amusing gag gift, as it were. We have many of them in stock here. Be the first one to ever own one of these. The very first one we have made here. Well, there's no customers to hear this, but perhaps they shall hear us over the walls. Yes, replicas for sale. Replicas. Replicas. Yes, perhaps they shall hear it echoing among the hills. Replicas for sale. Oh my god, yeah, I need to clear my throat as well. Oh my, this is a bit of a futile business here. Well, at least it is very lucrative. It's very slow as the local shops can only buy one or two at a time, but still going quite well. And to be honest, we don't need to even be doing this. It's merely to pass the time as we, well, basically wait for the dragons to show up as they have been destined and told to do by spirits powerful than us. So it's all written in the stars, as it were, and the wizards of Morrowind have informed us that it is our destiny to do something about it. Apparently they've seen it prophesized from long ago or something, and who am I to argue with that? But, well, they did say it would be a bit of a difficult task, though, so we must learn and wait. They said I must study the ancient arts of shamanistic and shadow mage and a bit of a druid craft as well, as they are emerging from the ancient knowledge as the dragons also ascend from their sleep, and it's all synergetic in a way, so we must gain the proper knowledge, they said, which can only be found in Skyrim and not in Morrowind, when I was studying a bit of the restorative arts with a bit of people who are a bit too smart for their own good, apparently. At any rate, yes, here we are, and taking up the trade of replicas for sale. Replicas for sale. Yes, in order to pass some time and, of course, make a fair bit of gold, and to keep me busy and to learn how to shape the powers of the spiritual magnetic forces and mold them into steel and other precious metals, and to take the magical aura that surrounds us all and refine and focus it on the blade and or other instruments and or apparel and etc., etc. So as I learn to deal with the core aspects of the molecular structure, as it were, of these spells and enchantments, of course, they are all exactly the same force when you get to the basic source of it all. So I'm merely tapping into that source, refining it as any craftsman does, and well, bestowing it upon the world, as it were. So, in my studies of craftsmanship and smithing, as well as enchanting these items, I'm also, as it were, leveling up my abilities and my knowledge of magic in general, which shall, of course, lead me to be more powerful when I finally do face these tremendous flying beasts that apparently I'm the only one in the entire region that is capable of dealing with. It's a very nerve-wracking prospect, as I have run and cowered in fear, and well, I was a bit unconscious as well. It's a mere sight of a frost troll, which is a very savage beast, and it's twice the height of myself or so, but it is well, it's a bit of a less of a challenge than a flying fire or frost or other breathing dragon. So we are training a bit more, as it were, and learning and studying and messing about probably a bit too much, mostly out of fear and also mere ignorance, in fact, of techniques of ways of dealing with these larger creatures. So I have hired, of course, Janasa, and Raya here was given to me in a way as my position of Thane of Falkreath. And at any rate, yes, enough of this. We shall travel. Let's see if we shall see. Is anybody coming down this road? I've not seen one person all morning here, and many hours have passed already. Let's see. Anyone this way? There must be something going on outside of this area here with the war that is stopping any travel to or from Whiterun that we are not aware of. It's very unusual indeed. At least usually we see Thalmor patrols or something here. So maybe shall investigate the matter or something. Alright, well, we do not want to get involved in the war effort, of course. We are not even supplying instruments of war. We are supplying novelty items, mostly for those who are, disaffected by the war, to keep them occupied with more pleasant, oh my, seriously, a bit distracted there. Yes, well, at any rate, we shall we explore a bit here? Is anybody here? We are trying to sell some replicas on the side of the road. I merely wish to do the personal touch, perhaps, with the first ones of all these items I have crafted with my... I'm a bit proud of them and do not wish to just merely hand them over to Belethor or whoever to sell to a customer. I do wish to at least have a personal touch. Perhaps we shall get a bit higher. Replicas for sale. Replicas. Make it echo through the hills, perhaps. Replicas, historical replicas of ancient blades and battles of yore. Replicas for sale. Replicas. Well, this is not going well at all. Replicas. Oh my. I feel like a bit of an ass now. Well, this is not going well at all. This is symbolic of everything we are going through here. We are successful in one way, but unsuccessful in another. It is a bit of our burden here. And, well, we are learning a bit of ourselves and how to deal with these types of things, I guess. And at least we are not in complete downward spiral as we were after we failed to slay that troll. At any rate, let's just move onward from this and see what we have learned. Yes, we are quite adept now in one-handed skill. Look at this. We are smiting. We can help our allies with our skill by us impressing them in battles. Quite advanced form now. Well, I think we are good with that for now. Let us see what else we can do here. Yes, the art of speech we have done. We are a very skilled salesperson now. We have not even put a single focus on our speech skills here. What else? Oh, yes, the shouts. Yes, we have... That is the dragon speech, as it were, and we are destined to speak as the dragon and speak to the dragons, as we are told. So, a bit premature to learn that, but, well, see, as you see, the basis of that, we have already halfway there, merely from selling replicas for sale. Yes, so indeed that will help our dragon tongue, as it were. So it is not at all a waste as we are doing all of this, even though it is a bit repetitive and boring in a way. Ah, yes, the putrefy the art of disease. Wow, this is very interesting indeed. This is right up our alley, as it were, as we are halfway up the restoration tree, almost, and we can begin to learn the Death Cloud. He has a very advanced form of putrefaction. Yes, well, this is very, very, very large advancement on our basic spells we have been using. Poisonous spray, the most basic form of this. And, well, now we are quite advanced. We still have a ways to go, and we still have a lot of ancient spells to dig up in the shamanistic tradition, and a bit of a shadow magicery as well. Well, how are you, my friends? How are you doing today?
Khajiit are not welcome in the cities.
Yes, well, this is
So we
quite a
make our
shame.
camps outside the walls.
Quite a shame, yes.
They'll never see you
Apparently, many
coming.
of them do have a bit of a quick fingers, as it was. At any rate, we shall learn the art of sneakery, as our shadow magic must be require some attention now, as we have been focusing on the putrefaction angle, of course. Which
May your road lead you to warm sands.
there we are. Yes, the shadows. Who better to learn of the shadows than the Khajiit?
How can I assist? Take a look.
Let us see what you have. We have, since we have last met, we have very, very nice equipment. Unfortunately, he's not restocked any gold. Apparently, there are no customers out here for him as well, except for us. So he shall move on. Perhaps another village will have better
I
luck.
hope that you will come to do business with us again.
Well, we surely shall. We surely shall.
Khajiit is just a guard and has nowhere else to sell.
Yes, well, apparently neither do I, except your caravan. At any rate, well, as I said, we have not succeeded in selling one item to a customer, and we remain wholesalers and not resellers, but we have learned a lot, and we are preparing ourselves for the eventual battle with the dragons, and etc., 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 learning the art of shamanistic and shadow magicery, and of course the art of enchanting and smithing as well. At any rate, thank you for listening once again to our rambling, and we shall see you on our next adventure.